Linda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room. It is Monday, May the 12th, and I have a really pretty card for you today. It uses the Sweet Blooms bundle, which is new in the catalog. Now, is it catalog or online? Nope, it's in this one's in the catalog. So let me get this shared to my Facebook group. Then I will be ready to go. There we go. All right. Now this goes up here like that. Then I can watch everything. We'll see who shows up today. Oh, I didn't turn my other light on. Hang on. Ooh, there we go. I'm going to make it bright in here so you can see everything. Hi. So it is a gorgeous day here. It started out cold and now the sun's come out. I've got my window open. I still have my sweater on because, well. Hello, Alice. Hello, Carol. Yes, it is time for a gorgeous card, one of my favorite kinds of cards to make, which is white on white with pops of color. Be Still My Heart. Let me tell you, you're going to love this one. And it uses some of the designer paper and some stamping. Hello, Christine and Julie. Okay, I should grab that designer paper, though, so I can show it to you. All right. I will show it to you when I start showing you the card. And I have the Share It Saturday for May the 3rd to do, so don't let me forget to do it because, my brain is way out here doing this right now. Because let's see, what is it? Oh, in like 12 hours, I will be in the airport going through security, going for my plane at 5:30 a.m. to Orlando. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes, I am out my driveway at 2:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Is it tonight or tomorrow morning? Anyways, it's tomorrow morning, 2:30 a.m. I'll be driving down the road to get to the airport to go through security for my 5:30 a.m. flight, meet up with my sister in Calgary and a whole bunch of demonstrators that are on their way on the same flight. And watch out, Orlando, here we come. So I've had a crazy, stupid day. And it's not over yet because I did the Avid Funfold class this afternoon. We had a lot of fun. The ladies were a little skeptical about it, but they did really well, and the cards are gorgeous. And I have the virtual one tonight too. If you are doing the virtual one, you should have received the email with the Zoom link in it and the PDF attached. So that's going to happen tonight. So somewhere around 8:30 p.m., I'm going to be dead because I trained my body last night, which meant late going to bed, early getting up, so that come 9:30 or 10 o'clock, I'll be tired and I can go to bed and at least get like 3.5 hours of sleep or something before I go. And mandatory disclaimer, less than 1% of demonstrators achieve this achieve the yearly incentive trips. And I couldn't do it without you guys. My team, my customers, my friends. I should say my friends, my team, my customers, because team and customers are all friends. Okay, I've done enough blubbering. Let's turn around and I'll show you the card. Here's the card we are going to make today. Isn't that lovely? It says, have a lovely day. And then you open it up. There's the inside and there's the envelope. Now, that's designer paper. And these two I stamped. These I cut out of the designer paper, and I cut this out of the designer paper as well. And I'm hoping, I didn't look at my kit, but I'm hoping I fussy cut them. Oh, I didn't. Oh, darn, I should have fussy cut them. Oh, well. So the paper is called Florals in Bloom. It's in the new catalog, and it is all flowers. So we have floral patterns on one side and then geometric patterns on the other. And yet you can tell by the amount that's left over. I've used this paper quite a bit. There's this one. And then there's this one. And some of these do get cut out by the dies. I love the reverse of this one. Isn't that pretty? And this one, wait till you see the technique I did with this one. So this sheet I will be using in a technique on the Tuesday, I think, after I get back. And then this one, isn't that pretty? I love it. I love it. It is amazing paper. Okay, let me put that around the back. So has anybody got that paper? Or did you look at it and go, oh, another floral, I don't need that. But look at this. Okay, my color palette today is Petunia Pop, Night of Navy, Garden Green, and Misty Moonlight. And I got all of those colors right out of the designer paper. Well, it's not my choice. Well, it was my choice to use them, but Stampin' Up, if you're ever stuck for color ideas, head to the Stampin' Up catalog or to your Stampin' Up stash and grab a package of designer paper and use the colors out of the designer paper because you know that they are going to work really well together. The Sweet Blooms bundle consists of this lovely stamp set. There's the floral, it's a 2-step flower process, and the dies. So there's dies for Lovely and Bloom and the flowers. And the bloom is layered, and I'll show you that, or the words are layered. I'll show you that in a sec. And I'm using the Pressed Flowers embossing folder for the background. And I'm going to finish off. Now on this one, I finished off with the In Color Shimmer Gems, but I've since run out of them. So I'm using the In Color Resin Dots. Hopefully we'll be able to find some that match. Hello, Janet. Okay, so let's get started. Card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded over. 2 pieces, 5 1/4 by 4, one for the inside, one we're going to emboss for the front. Piece of basic white that is 4 by 3 1/4 to do some stamping. A piece of Petunia Pop that is 2 3/4 by 4 to do the Lovely. And then a piece of white that is 2 3/4 by 4-ish. This one's actually bigger because that's what I had lying around, and that's going to be the backside of Lovely. And I have a piece to do some more stamping. There's the pieces I have to fussy cut, and Sentiment. Now this one I can cut with the dies. I don't have to fussy cut that one. Hello, Wendy. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is just cut those off, and we'll have to fussy cut these because there's any dies for those ones. But there is a die for this, so just let me grab it, and I'm going to die cut it. Just getting my die set up. So how was everybody's weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Good Mother's Day? Get to be crafty? I did all of it. Had a good Mother's Day. Heard from both children, all the grandchildren. Went out for lunch with my local son, which was lovely. We went to a place, it's called the Broken Bow, like bow on a ship. Broken Bow. And it is gluten-free, and their food is amazing. Man, it was good. I had a eggs Benny, and instead of meat in my eggs Benny, I had avocado. Oh Lord, it was so yummy. Now I'm going to want to go there every weekend just to have brunch. Okay, I'm getting these on my plate. We're going to cut them out. I also got to be crafty yesterday. Well, this weekend I made 9 cards for July. So July's class is now done. I'm using You Are Remarkable for July's classes. There will not be a Avid Fun Fold class in July. It's just going to be the club and the monthly stamping class. There's that. If you go to my LinkTree link, I've already linked the class for July. And you can register for it now, but I'm not advertising it yet. So if you're watching this, then you're in the know. If you know, you know. You're ready, you can register for that class. Julie says, my kids tore down my old rotting shed and took it away. We found a nice cedar deck under it. What a surprise. That's lovely, Julie. How nice of them to do all of that for you. Children are quite useful sometimes, aren't they? Okay, I'm just getting my dies stuff out of the dies here. I'm going to save that because I can use that to stamp one of the flowers on. Hello, Carol from New Brunswick. Welcome. Okay, there's that one. Now, I have to put glue on the back here because, yeah, I didn't put adhesive sheet on the back of this sheet, which would have been a smart thing to do, but you know, I didn't. So we'll use glue. And then they cooked supper. We had an amazing salad and fresh crab. Oh, Julie, that sounds yummy. We have a boat that goes out and gets crab locally. Well, close to local here. And then they come in and they sell it right at the dock. $20 a crab. But we didn't go and get crab. I miss crab. When we lived in Kitimat, we used to go crabbing a lot on our sailboat. Back when crabbing was still good. Now the commercial people have fished it out. And there's not as much crab around as there used to be. But it's yummy. Okay, so I got it. Those are done and those are done. I have to fussy cut these and I have to stamp 2 flower pieces. One is going to be Petunia Pop and one is going to be Misty Moonlight. Now you're probably wondering why I chose those colors. Because those are the colors that Stampin' Up! Chose for the designer paper. I'm going to stamp that. Hopefully there'll be enough room to put the flowers on there. I'm going to stamp that. And then I'm going to stamp on the inside. And stamp on the envelope. Wendy said, my son took me to a tragically hip replacement. They're called the hip replacements at our local pub, and that was fantastic. And then on Sunday took me out to Wings for dinner. Plus he's tearing down my ugly old red shed. Oh, you are being spoiled, but good for you. That's awesome. Sounds like perfect weekends happen to lots of people. Okay, now I am going to use Petunia Pop to do the flowers. Julie, you deserve to be spoiled. All right, now I have to carefully line this all up. There we go. There's one. I'm going to do pink on the inside too. Oh, maybe I'll do the blue. And I'm going to do one pink and one blue here. Sorry, I can't line this up and talk at the same time, apparently. Okay, now I have to clean that stamp. Oh, Susan's at work. Oh, Susan, that sucks. But thanks. Thank you, Susan. All right, so we're going to clean this and switch from pink to Misty Moonlight. We'll stamp the flowers. When you're doing this two-step stamping, the longer you take to line things up, the better they are. There we go. And then the inside one. Apparently my ink pad needs to be re-inked. Okay, right about there. Oh, that one was off a bit, but that's okay. Shh, don't tell anybody. Now, the only other stamping we have to do is the sentiment. And the sentiment is in two different stamps. There's have a on one stamp and day on another stamp. Then I'm just going to cut them out. There's have a. Wendy told her daughter I was going to hip replacements. She said, "Oh, no more issues." She thought I said for a hip replacement. Oh my God, that's funny. Okay, and date. Go. Stamping done. Put its stamp pads over there. We'll cut this dude out. Yes, I got all my plants are all planted in the garden. We got the cold frame up for the tomatoes, so they get covered up every night. Hubby got a drip water system all set up for my plant pots on the front porch, so I don't have to haul around four watering cans full of water every day. I think he did it right away because he knew he was going to have to do the watering while I was away. Oops. But all the Creative Escape stuff is done. So if you're waiting for a kit in the mail, those will go out Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when UPS delivers the box. It's all set up. Hubby knows what to do. He's going to pop the stuff in that needs to pop in. And then off to the post office he will go, get those mailed off before our post office goes on strike. Somewhere between the 22nd and the 25th of May. Thank you very much, Canada Post. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll have to, I'm sorry, you're going to have to watch me fussy cut. Because there is no dies to cut this out. And I really wanted to use these flowers because they are so pretty. Do you guys like cutting out things from designer paper and using them, or do you prefer to stamp your own? Or are you like me, like a mixture of pre-done and me done? There you go. Pre-done and me done. So one. These are really quick to do. We had a video chat with the northern grandchildren last night. And I said to Maggie, "So would you like Nini?" That's what they call me. They call me Nini. "Hello, Kim. Would you like Nini to bring you back a set of Minnie Mouse ears?" Oh, yes, she said. Then I said to her, so what would you like them to be, pink and sparkly? Well, you'd thought I had offered her the world. She is so excited about a set of pink, sparkly Minnie Mouse ears. So I hope I remember to get them. So then I said to Blake, so Blake, do you want a set of Mickey Mouse ears? No, thank you. Do you want a set of glittery Mickey Mouse ears? No, thank you. I said to him, so what do you want? Oh, nothing. I said, how about if I go and buy you something from the Star Wars store? He thought that would be good. I said, okay, what do you want? Oh, I don't know. Mummy's in the background going, tell her socks. I don't need socks, Mummy. My socks are fine. So then she said, well, what about a t-shirt? I don't need t-shirts, Mummy. My shirts are fine. I said, it's okay. I will bring you back something and it will be a surprise. So now I have to find the Star Wars shop. And I know you're probably commenting, but I can't see because I'm busy finishing up my fussy cutting. So hang on. There we go. Okay, we're done. Janet says she's not perfect at fussy cutting. She would rather have a mixture or use dyes. Okay, now we're going to put lovely on top of lovely. Now this is the one I put adhesive on. Oops. Oops. Come on, get up. I like fussy cutting. Some days I sit and watch TV with hubby and fussy cut things out. And that goes there. There we are. So there you go. There's the layered lovely. And have, let's just trim a little bit off that side. Have a day. Have a day. Have a day, any day. Pick a day. Christine prefers to stamp her own. Her hands shake and she can't fussy cut. I hear you. Kim says, I like a mixture. It depends on how much time I have in my mood. There's that too, Kim. Carol, hello. Carol likes a mixture. Okay, card base. Oh, we haven't embossed yet. I will have to do that. We are going to emboss with the pressed petals embossing folder. Now this is a thin one. Why didn't you guys tell me my face was still there? There we go. So you need plate 1, and then you need a plate 3. That's a clear cutting plate, and then your embossing folder, and then another clear plate 3 over top. That's for the thin ones. This is not a 3D embossing folder. Wendy likes fussy cutting, but the dies are quick and simple. They are. But sometimes you just don't have a die for the piece you want to use. Okay. I'm having an issue here with my brain telling my hands to do one thing and my hands doing something else. All right. There we go. That's, can you see the embossing on that? It's so pretty. Not that anymore. We're going to put this flat. Uh-oh. This was an insert that I repaired for somebody, and apparently it's not going to work, so we're just going to take that out. I will see if hubby can do something with it, and I'm going to put my good one back in. There we go. Well, that one didn't last very long, but it's not a fault of the the adhesive, it was dropped. It was dropped and destroyed completely. And I tried to undestroy it. Is that a word, undestroy? It is now. Okay, so we got that on. Now, when I put mine together, I put the die cut one on one end, and then the blue one, and then the pink one. But I'm thinking that I'm going to put the the designer paper one in the middle, and we'll put these ones on the end like that. And they're flat, and then I popped lovely up over top of them. So I need some dimensional pieces. I have a friend who's down in, I think she's in, something starts with an M. Minnesota or Missouri, or I can't remember. I think it was Minnesota. Anyways, she went to Buc-ee's over the weekend, and I'm dying to hear what she thought of Buc-ee's. Because you all know me and Buc-ee's. I love Buc-ee's. You guys know what Buc-ee's is? Down in the States, you probably do. I thought they were only in Texas, but apparently they're now outside of Texas too. Getting there. So a lot of this. Some really thin ones here. I have to go down around the bottom. There. Oh, need to put one on that up here. That's that. Now, where's the rest of my sentiment? Have a day. Just have any kind of a day. There we are. Now, what else needs to be? Oh, yes. So the top of one flower, I am going to put a dimensional piece at the top and then glue at the bottom because it's going to go here, but I want the bottom glued down. So we'll put a little bit of glue right there. Like that. Now this one is going to get glued, going to get attached over top. So I will figure out where I need the dimensionals when I get it all together. Okay. So I'm going to put adhesive on here, and that one will go right about there. This is the designer paper one. Carol, you don't know what Buc-ee's is? Oh, Buc-ee's is a gas station on steroids. So it's got over 100 pumps. There's two levels of Buc-ee's. There's baby Buc-ee's, and then there's the full-blown Buc-ee's. The big one has, they both have lots and lots of gas pumps. So the big one has over 100 gas pumps, and they only do passenger vehicles. They don't do commercial. They don't do big rigs and all of that stuff. It's passenger vehicles only. And then you go inside and they have like a whole mall inside there. There's restaurants and there's ice cream bar and there's gift stuff and there's food. You could spend hours and hours in there. Okay, so we're going to put this in right about there. I think. And then this one has glue on the bottom of it, so it's going to go on here like that. And then this leaf is going to go on there. So I'm going to put a dimensional underneath the center of it. And then I'll pop another one in when I get it on here. I'm going to put another one right underneath there. Oh, thanks, Kay, and hello. Yeah, it's an amazing place. If you ever get the chance to go, it's worth going just to see. It is truly amazing. Okay, I'm putting a little bit of adhesive on here, and then this is going to go right about there. Then I'm going to pop a dimensional underneath the edge. That day will go there. Have a day. Yeah, it's huge. It is. And we got so lost, even though we had an Uber, we gave him the wrong address and he told us and we didn't believe him and whatever. So we ended up going to 3 different places because we went somewhere out in the boonies and we'd refused to get out of the car because we didn't want to be left there. We were traveling in 2 vehicles, so we had to wait for the second vehicle to show up. And then we told him we need Buc-ee's and he said, okay, well, there's one just down the road. Well, just down the road was about 15 minutes away by Uber. And then we get down there and it was a baby Buc-ee's. And he dropped us because we didn't know the difference at that point. Well, he dropped us. And then we had to call another Uber to take us down the road another 15 minutes. And we ended up being just around the corner from Nadine's house. And we didn't know it until we went to leave. We had gone out for dinner with Nadine and her husband, Wayne, the night before. And we were just around the corner from where we had gone. One-stop shopping is absolutely right. So many things to eat, so much stuff to do. Okay, so these are 24 to 26 in color resin dots, and these are retired. I don't know whether they're still available or not, but I'm using them anyways. Because why not? Right? Why the heck not? Let's put 2 over here. There we are. We're done. Half an hour. We've got the card done. There we are. 1 Sweet Blooms card in Petunia Pop, Night of Navy, Misty Moonlight, and Garden Green. Pretty nice card. I love that. Lovely. Do they have the words "you are"? No. Do It's a Lovely Day. Let Joy Bloom. Bloom where you're planted. We do need to use up our stash, Christine. You're right. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Kim. Oh, you guys are so nice. I love making cards. Have I mentioned that lately? Okay, I'm cleaning my deck so I can pull my computer in. And we're going to do the draw for the Share It Saturday. We'll do that. Hello. Sorry, you have to look at me. Okay, I have to go over here. I have to go to the wheel of names, and then I go back here, go there. Wait, I have to take this out first. It's a rigmarole, I tell you, to do this draw. But I remembered. I'm so impressed. I remembered. Okay, now that goes there. And then I go over here. There's the draw for Share It Saturday for May the 3rd. Look at all those lovely entries we had this time. And we are going to shuffle 3 times. My pencil so I can write down who's the winner. And the winner of the Share It Saturday for May the 3rd is... You're right, Kim, we do spend too much money collecting it. Oh, Peggy! Congratulations to Peggy. Peggy had 2 cards in there, and her first one was the winner. So congratulations to Peggy. That's awesome. Now, I'm going to go, hang on. Go here, go there. Do this. Come on. Why are you not doing it? It won't let me. Some days, I tell you, some days. Oh, you're very welcome, Kay. I hope you enjoyed the card. Congratulations to Peggy. Yes, yes. Thanks, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I will be gone now for a week. And my next Facebook Live will be Tuesday, May the 20th. I'm back on the 18th, but the 19th is a holiday, so I'm not going to go live then. It'll be Tuesday. And I do believe that's when I'm doing another one of these cards. I don't remember. 21 of May? Nope, 20th. I don't know. I'm doing something. Aw, thank you so much, you guys. I am so excited. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't have to wait till like 6 o'clock tomorrow night to fly out. Because I don't think I could stand it. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you enjoy your week. I may post stuff from down there if I get a chance. It is a vacation. It is not a look at this new product or play with these new products or see the new catalog. It's not that type of a week. We get a vacation. And if I can share stuff, I will. I might share from the inside a ride, or we're going for high tea. I might show you pictures of our high tea. We're both excited. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.